So in previous class, we discussed about singleton frequency modulation. So we know that singleton frequency modulation is nothing but the modulating signal contains a single frequency component. And also we discussed about some problems on the modulation index and the frequency deviation. Okay, so you have to remember the standard expressions for the FM wave and phase modulated wave. So you have to remember these two standard expressions. Okay, and also we know that the maximum frequency deviation for the FM wave is 75 kilohertz. And if we use this FM wave for the television broadcasting, the maximum frequency deviation will be 25 kilohertz. And here the important thing is the bandwidth depends on the maximum depending on the frequency deviation. Okay, so what is frequency deviation? Delta F is equal to kf into the maximum amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay, so that is the integration of x of t. And also the modulation index, that modulation index is equal to delta f by fm is nothing but the modulation index. Okay, so depending on those formulas, we discussed about some problems on the modulation index and the frequency deviation. Okay, so in this class, I'm going to explain you about the generation methods of the FM wave. So basically, we have the two different types of the frequency modulated waves depending on the bandwidth. So one is a narrow band FM and another one is a wide band FM. So how can we generate this narrow band FM and the wide band FM? Okay, so before going to that, so we know that the standard expression for the FM wave, that is A cos of omega ct plus kf into integral 0 to t x of t into dt. So if we have integration here, that is nothing but the FM wave, and omega c is the carrier frequency and kf is the frequency sensitivity. For example, if it is a phase modulated wave, so the S of t is equal to A into cos of omega ct plus kp. Here the phase sensitivity factor kp, that into x of t. Okay, so if it is a phase modulated wave. So this is the standard expression for the FM wave. So we know that the standard expression for the FM wave. So I'm going to write this expression in complex form. For example, if we know that e power j theta, you can write cos theta plus j sin theta. In the same way, I'm writing the FM wave equation A into e power j of omega ct plus k of integration of x of t into dt. So you can write cos of plus j sin of, but here the standard expression contains only the real term, real part only. So PM అయినా తీసుకోవచ్చు, FM అయినా తీసుకోవచ్చు, and this is a real part only. So this real part you can represent by using C. So this is the representation to represent the real part of FM and PM. So if it is FM, you can write CFM, means it contains only the real part. And if it is PM, so you can write the phase modulated wave, that it contains only the real part. And also for the simplification, what we are assuming is integration of x of t into dt, that we are taking as y of t for the simplification. So simply you can write for the FM wave A into e power j of omega ct plus kf into y of t into dt. Sorry, integration x of t into dt, you can write it as y of t. So simply you can write y of t here. Okay, so this is the standard expression for the FM wave, that it only contains the real part. So this is the representation. So by using this, you can easily derive the expression for the narrow band FM, and also you can easily derive the expression for the wide band FM by using this one. ఓకే సో స్టాండర్డ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ దాన్ని కొంచెం మోడిఫై చేస్తున్నాము. ఎలా చేస్తున్నాము, కాంప్లెక్స్ ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకున్నాము. కాంప్లెక్స్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఈ పవర్ జే టీటా అనుకోండి, కాస్ టీటా ప్లస్ జే సైన్ టీటా. ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ both real part and imaginary part, but in the standard expression we have real part only. So that real part we are representing with the symbol C. Okay, and here we are going to discuss about the types of frequency modulation. So basically the frequency modulation we can divide it into two types, narrow band frequency modulation and wide band frequency modulation. And in last class we discussed about the bandwidth depends on the frequency deviation. So here the bandwidth of the FM signal depends on the frequency deviation. That frequency deviation delta F is equal to KF into X of T. Okay, so here the bandwidth depends on the frequency deviation. Okay, so depending on this frequency deviation, you will the bandwidth of the FM will be varied. And here the frequency deviation will depends on the frequency sensitivity factor, that is KF. Right, so here the deviation depends on the frequency sensitivity and the bandwidth depends on the frequency deviation. So from this, the bandwidth is directly proportional to the frequency deviation, and also it will be directly proportional to the frequency sensitivity factor. For example, if the frequency sensitivity will be less than 1, that is small value, that is a narrow band FM. So if KF is very small means that will be less than 1. The output of the FM is narrow. The bandwidth of the FM wave is very narrow. So bandwidth narrow ante enti chala takku bandwidth untundi, small bandwidth untundi ani ardhamu. And the sensitivity factor is very large, and the bandwidth of the FM signal is very wide bandwidth you will get. Okay, so based on these assumptions, you are going to derive the expression for the narrow band FM, and also you are going to derive the expression for the wide band FM. So first, how can we derive the expression for the narrow band FM? If you want to get the narrow band FM at the output, here the sensitivity factor which is very much less than 1, or which is very small. And we know that the standard expression for the FM wave in the complex conjugate function, you can write this one like this. We know that y of t is nothing but integral 0 to t x of t into dt, that is y of t. Okay, here the kf is very small value. For example, that will be less than 1. So here kf into y of t also should be less than 1. Okay, so kf అనేది కనుక small value అయితే, for example, if it is less than 1, so the factor kf into y of t also very much less than 1. Okay, so how can you write this expression a into e power j omega ct into e power j kf into y of t? If kf into y of t is very much less than 1, for example, e power x ante ela expand chestamu 1 plus x square by 2 factorial, like that you can write the expanded form for the exponential term in the similar way. So 1 plus x square by 2 factorial, like that. Manki x అనేది కనుక very small value అయితే you can neglect the higher order terms, and that will be equal to 1 plus x. That will be equal to 1 plus x. In the same way, we are writing 1 plus x is nothing but 1 plus kf into y of t. So e power j into kf y of t, instead of third term, you can write 1 plus j kf into y of t. Okay, so e place lo manam em rastunnamo 1 plus j kf into y of t, that will be multiplied by a into e power j omega ct. So this is the expression. For example, the sensitivity, frequency sensitivity, which is very much less than 1, you will get like this. And we know that e power j theta ante how can you write cos theta plus j sin theta? In the similar way, you can write cos omega ct plus j sin omega ct. After that, if you multiply it with this term, you will get like this. So j square ante minus ostundi akkada. So finally what you will get, a cos omega ct minus a kf into y y of t sine omega ct. So this is the standard expression for this is the narrowband FM equation for the frequency modulated wave. And the similar way you can write the phase modulated expression also. Manaki phase lo integral 0 of t 0 to t x of t into dt undadu kabatti instead of y of t what we have the term here x of t, simply you can write x of t. So you will get the PM wave is like this. Okay, so just ikkada y of t place lo em untundi x of t untundi. In the same way you can write instead of x y of t what you have to replace here, simply x of t, and this is the frequency sensitivity factor and this is the phase sensitivity factor. Okay, so these are the expressions for the narrowband FM and the narrowband PM. Okay, and from this expression you can construct the narrowband FM diagram, and we know that y of t is nothing but integral 0 to t into x of t into dt. We know that x of t representation em తీసుకున్నాము vm sin omega mt or cos omega mt, vm cos omega mt. So that you have to substitute. Okay, so y of t place lo manam vm sin omega integral 0 to t vm sin omega mt ganaka manam substitute cheste. So see here, if you substitute instead of y of t integral 0 to x of t dt, x of t ante enti vm cos omega mt, if you substitute what you will get, vm by omega m into sin omega mt. So this term you have to substitute here. Okay, so if you substitute kf into omega m vm by omega m, that is nothing but modulation index mf. So simply you can write mf instead of this constant, simply you can write mf. So a cos omega ct minus a into mf sin omega m into sin omega ct. So this is the expression for the single tone narrowband FM. And in the previous from this previous expression you can construct the narrowband FM and also the narrowband PM. And from this expression how can we construct here a carrier signal is nothing but cos omega ct. If we use a 90 degrees carrier phase shifter, it will so the output of this phase shifter will be minus a sin omega ct. So this is minus 90 degrees phase shifter, and for this phase shifter we are giving a cos omega ct is the input. What you will get at the output, minus a sin omega ct, and after that it will be given to the balanced modulator. So ఇప్పుడు చూడండి మనకి a sin omega ct వచ్చింది. So for balanced modulator another input is the integration of x of t. So integration of x of t is nothing but y of t. Here y of t is multiplied by minus a into sin omega ct, and here we are taking some constant kf, and after that it will be added to a cos omega ct. So same term we are considering that will be given to the adder. So adder ఏం చేస్తుంది, మనం ఇచ్చిన two inputs ని యాడ్ చేస్తుంది, and finally you will get the narrowband FM signal. So from this expression, this is the circuit diagram of the narrowband FM. In the same way you can draw the narrowband PM also. And here same 90 degrees phase shifter you have to consider, and directly here you have to give the x of t, and there is no integrator block in the phase modulated wave, narrowband phase modulated wave. Okay, so manki integrator undadu. So from that expression you can draw the diagrams of the narrowband FM generator and the narrowband PM generator. Okay, so what is the condition we are assuming for the standard expression to generate the narrowband FM or narrowband PM? The frequency sensitivity factor kf into y of t should be very much less than 1. If it is very much less than 1, you will get the narrowband FM signal or the narrowband PM signal. And also this is the expression for the single tone narrowband FM signal. So what you have to substitute here, instead of y of t, you have to substitute integral 0 to t x of t into dt. So instead of x of t, you have to write Vm cos omega mt, and after that you have to integrate this term. You will get Vm by omega m into sine omega mt. So that you have to substitute here. You will get the modulation index here. So you can write A cos omega ct minus A modulation index mf into sine omega ct. Simply you can write. So that is the standard expression for the single tone narrowband FM. And next, wideband FM. In order to generate a wideband frequency modulated wave, so here the frequency sensitivity factor KF that should be very much greater than 1. So you have to consider that one. Then only you will get the wideband FM. Wideband FM means here the bandwidth is very large. If the modulation index is very large, and the bandwidth of the FM wave also very large. So that's why it is called wideband FM. And how can we get the standard expression for this wideband FM is nothing but, we know that the standard expression for the single tone FM signal in terms of the modulation index. Okay, so this is the standard expression. You can write A cos of omega ct plus mf into sine omega mt. So after integration, you will get like this. And this expression, you are going to consider the real part. So you have to represent as C. So real part means you can write e power j, and the same term you have to write omega ct plus mf into sine omega mt. And we are going to split this exponential term into two parts. A into e power j omega ct into e power j mf sine omega mt. And here the second exponential part is a periodic function, because here we have the sine omega m into t is a term. Here sine omega m is a periodic signal having frequency 1 by fm. 1 by fm is the frequency. So this is an exponential periodic function, and this exponential periodic function we can represent by using a Fourier series expansion. And this is the formula to write the Fourier series expansion, and Cn is the coefficient. And how can we get this Cn term? By using this formula you will get. And these are the limits. And for the simplification, what we are assuming is omega m into t, that you have to consider as x for the simplification. So simply you can write sin x minus nx. Sin x minus nx. So simply you can write, and this value you are going to substitute in the complex Fourier series expansion. So here Cn you have to substitute. So after substituting, what you will get? This one. What you will get? This one. And this coefficient term is an nth order Bessel function. Nth order Bessel function having an argument of mf. Mf is nothing but the modulation index of the frequency modulated wave, and the total term you can represent Jn of mf, means this is a nth order Bessel function of the argument mf, modulation index. Modulation index. All right. And you have to substitute this value in this Fourier series expansion. You will get like this. You will get like this. Here n is the value which will be varied from minus infinity to infinity. So minus infinity to infinity. So in the above expression, if you substitute n value, and here we are going to consider only the real part. Real part means e power j and n rastamu, you have to consider the cost term only. Okay, and if you substitute, if you are considered the if you are considering the cost term, and this will be the standard expression for the single tone wideband FM. సింగిల్టోన్ వైడ్ బ్యాండ్ ఎఫ్ఎం. అండ్ ఈ nth ఆర్డర్ బెసెల్ ఫంక్షన్ ఏదైతే మనం అజ్యూమ్ చేసుకున్నామో దిస్ విల్ బి ద పవర్ సిరీస్ ఎక్స్పెన్షన్, అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద గ్రాఫికల్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఫర్ ద nth ఆర్డర్ బెసెల్ ఫంక్షన్స్. Okay, so depending on the we know that nth order Bessel function is an argument of the modulation index mf. So at different values of the modulation index you can plot the graph of the this Bessel function. Okay, so depending on this modulation index value, so you will get the graph will be like this. Okay, for example, if n value is even, here this will be equal to this one, and n value is odd, and this will be equal to this one. And this modulation index is a very small value, and this Bessel function will be equal to 1, and it will be equal to 1, it will be mf by 2. So that like that you have to substitute by using this formula, you will get these values. Okay, and in third case, what we are assuming, this will be equal to 1. If you substitute, this will be equal to 1 in the standard expression, you are getting these two these terms. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి మనకి from this expression you can say for wideband FM we have the number of sidebands. We have the number of sidebands, and first one is the carrier term, and this carrier term contains two sidebands, FC plus FM, FC minus FM. After that, FC plus 2 FM, FC minus 2 FM. And here for the wideband FM, we have the infinite number of sidebands. From this expression, you can say how many number of the sidebands? Infinity number of the sidebands. Okay, and in this wideband FM, you have to remember a few points. And from the standard expression, it contains the carrier component. It will containing the magnitude A J naught M of F. Okay, here the magnitude of the carrier will be reduced by this factor. And here from this you can say here the amplitude doesn't remains constant. The amplitude will be varied with respect to the modulation index. So first point, what we can say here, the amplitude of the FM, wideband FM doesn't constant, and the amplitude will be varied with respect to the modulation index. Okay, and from theoretically for wideband FM, we have infinite number of sidebands, but in practically the number of sidebands will depends on the modulation index. So here the number of sidebands will depends on the modulation index. So depending on this value, you will get the number of sidebands. Okay, so any sidebands and sidebands యొక్క amplitudes అనేవి modulation index మీద depend అయి ఉంటుంది. And we know that this modulation index depends on the frequency deviation and the modulating frequency. From that formula, you can say that one. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్లో ఏం చెప్తున్నాము, క్యారియర్ కాంపోనెంట్ యొక్క మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ అనేది త్రూ అవుట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉండదు. సో ఇది వ్యారీ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ద మాడ్యులేషన్ ఇండెక్స్. అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఇన్ థియరిటికల్లీ ఫర్ వైడ్ బ్యాండ్ ఎఫ్ఎం వీ హ్యావ్ ద ఇన్ఫైనైట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సైడ్ బ్యాండ్స్, బట్ ప్రాక్టికల్లీ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ side bands will depends on the modulation index, and that modulation index will depends on the frequency deviation and the frequency of the modulating signal. So depending on that, you will get the a number of side bands. Okay, and for next one, for example, if the smaller the modulation index, we have the significant values for Z0 and J1, but if the modulation index is very, very high, these values are negligible. These values are negligible. And finally, you can say wideband FM is approximately equal to the narrowband FM in that case. In that case. So these are the few points you have to remember. You have to remember. Okay, and also the efficiency. Okay, so to get the 100% efficiency, so all the side bands, the power is carried by the all the side bands, then only you will get the 100% transmission efficiency. Okay, and if the transmission efficiency is less than 100%, that will be depending on the modulation index. Okay, so these are the few points, so you have to remember. So these are the Bessel functions. Okay, so depending on the modulation index, you will get, and depending on the n value also, if n is equal to 0, n is equal to 1, like that. So this is the table. Okay, and also we know that for broadcasting, for FM broadcasting, what is the maximum frequency deviation? That is plus or minus 75 kilohertz. And if we assume the carrier frequency is the center frequency, and plus 75 kilohertz deviation untundi upper side band, and lower side band minus 75 kilohertz deviation untundi, and the FM can modulate the signal having the frequency up to 15 kilohertz. అంటే మనం తీసుకున్న మాడ్యులేటింగ్ సిగ్నల్ యొక్క ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది 15 kilohertz వరకు ఉంటే, సో FM wave we can modulate that audio signal, and the frequency stability will be plus or minus 2 kilohertz, and the allowable bandwidth per the channel is 200 kilohertz. And these are the points you have to remember. Okay, and what are the comparison? What is the comparison between the wideband FM and narrowband FM? To get the narrowband FM, the modulation index should be less than 1. To get the wideband FM, it should be greater than 1. And the maximum deviation for wideband FM is 75 kilohertz. For the narrowband FM, the maximum deviation is 5 kilohertz. And the range of modulating frequency, and audio signal frequency ఎంతవరకు ఉంటే మనం modulate చేయగలము? For wideband FM, this will be 30 hertz to 15 kilohertz. For narrowband FM, it will be up to 3 kilohertz only. And the maximum modulation index for wideband FM, what we are saying, it should be greater than 1. So here the maximum modulation index is 5 to 2500, but for the narrowband FM, it should be very much less than 1. And here the bandwidth, when compared to the narrowband FM, here the bandwidth is very, very high. Okay, very, very high. And here the bandwidth is very, very small. And the applications, it can be used for the high quality music transmission. Wideband FM, it will be used for the high quality music transmission, and the narrowband FM will be used in wireless police wireless communications and speech transmission. And for wideband FM and also narrowband FM, we need a circuitry of free emphasis. We need a circuitry of free emphasis. Okay, so that is all about narrowband FM and wideband FM. And also we discussed about this topic, the modulation index will be depends on the frequency deviation divided by the modulating frequency, ante audio signal yokka frequency anamata. Okay, so modulation index అనేది దీని మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. So according to expression, what we can say, by reducing the omega m, if we reduce the omega m, we can increase the modulation index. Okay, so by reducing omega m and keeping the modulating of the signal Vm constant, అంటే దీన్ని డిక్రీజ్ చేస్తూ దీన్ని కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉంచినట్లయితే we can increase the modulation index. And also by increasing the amplitude of the modulating signal also, we can improve the modulation index. When we are increasing this one, you have to put omega m is constant. When we are increasing the amplitude of the modulating signal, so the modulation index also will increase. Okay, so depending on that, you will get the modulation index. So depending on the modulation index, so you will get at the output whether it is narrowband FM or the wideband FM. Okay, and these are the graphical representations. For example, if we consider the modulation index is 0.5, and how many sidebands? Here we have 2 sidebands, and if the modulation index will be increased, the number of sidebands will be increases. So from this you can say here the bandwidth will depends on the modulation index, and also the number of sidebands also depending on the modulation index. మనం తీసుకున్న మాడ్యులేషన్ ఇండెక్స్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయ్యి ఇక్కడ మనకి నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సైడ్ బ్యాండ్స్ అనేవి వస్తాయి. ఓకే, సో మాడ్యులేషన్ ఇండెక్స్ అనేది ఏంటి? ఇట్ ఈస్ ద ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ and also modulating frequency. If we increase FM, the modulation index also increased. And also if we increase VM, the amplitude of the modulating signal, so that also increases the modulation index. Modulation index. And improving the modulation index, the number of sidebands will increase, so that you can get the larger bandwidth. You can get the larger bandwidth. Okay, and this is the transmission bandwidth of the FM signal. Transmission bandwidth of the FM signal. Okay, and from this graphical representation, we have the infinite number of sidebands, but practically these number of sidebands will depends on the modulation index, right? So what we are assuming here is the upper sideband is NFM and the lower sideband is NFM. What is the total bandwidth? The upper sideband minus lower sideband, you will get 2 NFM. What is the bandwidth? That is 2 NFMH. So this is the bandwidth for the wideband FM. Wideband FM. Okay. And Carson's rule prakaram, practically the bandwidth is equal to 2 into delta omega plus omega m. So from the Carson's rule, the bandwidth depending on the omega m is nothing but the highest frequency component in the modulating signal, and delta omega is the frequency deviation. Okay, so here from the Carson's rule, the bandwidth depending on the frequency deviation and the highest frequency component of the modulating signal. Okay, so this is from the Carson's rule. This is the expression for the bandwidth, and this expression you can also represent in modulation index also. So modulation index ante enti? Delta omega by FM. Delta omega by FM or omega m you can write. So from this, delta omega is equal to mf into omega m you can write. So if you common, you can write this bandwidth in the terms of modulation index. Okay, so this is the Carson's rule for the modulation for the bandwidth. So this one you have to remember. For example, if M modulation index will be very much less than 1, what is the bandwidth that will be equal to 2 omega m? అంతేనా narrow band FM అవుతుంది. అలా కాకుండా omega m greater than 1 అయితే bandwidth అనేది దీనికే ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది. Okay, if it is less than 1, you will get the narrow band FM. If it is greater than 1, you will get the wide band FM. And this is the expression for the wide band FM. And this is the expression for the narrow band FM. Okay, so by using these formulas, you can calculate the bandwidth of the narrow band FM and the bandwidth of the wide band FM. Okay, so దీని మీద problems మనం next class లో చూద్దాం. Okay, thank you.